good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be across this beautiful blue-green globe of ours. Welcome to Real News Live. It is a Monday morning news and Jentel show. I am your host, Mike Bara, in Las Vegas, Nevada, joined as I always am on Mondays and Wednesdays by my co-host, the lovely lady with the lustrous hair from Hayden, Idaho, Jennifer Falah. Jen, how was your weekend? You had some bad Chinese food or something last night, huh?
Well, it was Faith's birthday yesterday, and so, Faith's whole weekend is about Faith's birthday. But we had Chinese. We went and got Chinese, and so I'm like, I don't know. This morning I feel kind of weird.
Okay, well, that's never good. We don't like that. So,
Yeah.
I don't actually feel wonderful myself. So, okay, yeah. All right, just checking on my notes for a little bit later. Meantime, while everybody comes in, we get notifications sent out to all the different various channels like Rumble and YouTube. Let's just go ahead and go through our usual stuff. In case you miss any shows, you can always pop over to mikebara.blogspot.com where you can pick up all of the recent shows, including my interview with AJ Jentel over at the OI Files, 1.1 million views and still going strong. Thanks for that. Heading over there. Lectures I've done like Mansion Aliens and JFK lecture. Our recent shows that we've done, links to my books, cases I've covered in the UFO community, interviews with people in the UFO community, famous UFO cases, and also my schedule of upcoming appearances is starting to fill out. I'll be going to the Quantum Summit and Cape Canaveral on March 28th and 29th, and slightly before that, I'll be doing the Alien event in Las Vegas on Los Angeles on March 20th through 22nd. So be there for those events. Those are all available over on mikebara.blogspot.com. Also, please, and now if you click on one of the show links there, it will take you directly to the Rumble channel, Real News Live with Mike and Jen, where you can pick up the show in progress. You can also follow us over there on our channel, Real News Live with Mike and Jen. We've got 7,740 followers. We'd like to get to 10,000, get us to that next level. And one of the cool things over there, besides liking, you should be able to like the video, is you can be a subscriber for a mere $5 a month. You can support the show and help us pay the bills, keep the doors open, and keep everything going. So by all means, do that. And if you are a subscriber or a Rumble ranter, that's this little green dollar sign button in the lower right-hand corner. If you Rumble rant, your questions go to the top of the slush pile when it comes time for Jen to do questions and answers. The same thing applies over on the YouTube channel, Mike Bara 333. If you super chat, you get your questions answered first and guaranteed to get them answered because it's never promised. Life is fun, but tomorrow is never promised. Also, please don't forget to visit our wonderful sponsors, the CBDgurus.com. Over at the CBD Gurus, you can pick up all kinds of cool CBD-based products for your health. Hit the wholesale tab, slide down to Mike B Wholesale, type in the discount code ALIEN, no capital A, no S on the end, just Alien, and get this week's discounts, including up to 10 million Bolivar that Matt is throwing in with your order. And you can pick up wholesale prices on the Lion's Mane stuff, the Superfood Probiotic. I got to try that. The full spectrum oils, the gummies, the brand new stuff, the sleep gummies. Those are wonderful if you have issues with sleeping. And the energy gummies, the Lotion 2000, which is great for your face, and the X-Freeze Pain Roll-On, which is great for those of us who have a little arthritis. The CBDgurus.com. Matt and Lucas are producing all kinds of cool CBD-based holistic products for your health. Also, please don't forget to visit our other wonderful sponsors, the folks over at MikeBaraPets.com, where you can pick up all kinds of mushroom-based holistic supplements for your fur babies, your dogs, your cats, your horses, your donkeys, anybody with fur, anybody you love, and for yourself. They got great products like the Mush Puppies and the Mojos, which are treats that are, I was going to say laced, but laced is not a good word, that are filled with the mushroom-based supplements. Dogs find them delicious. You've got the special sauce for dogs and cats. The Sequoia Premium Cat Food for the kitties. My kitties love that. The Mojos, the Chill Doggies, in case you have a dog with separation anxiety, the Mush Ponies for large breed dogs and horses, and the Enforce line of mushroom-based immune system boosting supplements for human consumption. Both Diana and Kristen, the Mushroom Ladies, will have them back on here in another week or so. We'll tell you all about their amazing health journey taking these mushroom supplements. It's been a big, big deal and a big, big change for them in both of their lives. They've got everything over there. They've got gummies, they've got chocolates, they've got coffee, they've got starter packs, they've got body balm. Send an email to Diana at mikebarapets@gmail.com, mikebarapets@gmail.com. Link to all of these stuff in the description, and tell her what's going on with you or your pet. And Diana, a certified pet nutritionist, will get you in the right package of mushroom-based supplements to help you return to health. And also, one last thing, do not forget to visit our wonderful folks over at LifeWave, the LifeWave patches, which are amazing patches that use the science of phototherapy, reflecting your body's own infrared emissions back into your body to stimulate the production of stem cells. I've been taking the X39 and the SP6 for about 7 months now. I've gone from 1 migraine a week to 3 in 5 months. I've lost weight, 15 pounds for absolutely no reason. The only thing I've changed is I put the patches on my body for 12 hours a day. So these are amazing products. The Ice Waves are great for pain, and they don't require the X39. And you can also resell the patches. A lot of people have had a lot of success doing that. It's wonderful stuff. Our friends over at developed a fantastic supplement of military technology, and there are some for all kinds of ailments and health issues that you may have. And Jen, why don't you tell us what's going on over at jenniferfallah.com this week?
Well, you can get at jenniferfallah.com if you'd like a healing, if you'd like to get my classes, if you'd like to reach Susan Gretz and Marcy Howell. The full toxin DNA cleanse, full body healing is on sale for $59. You're going to want to get that before I take it down. The weight loss combo is also still on sale. You get 3 1-month healings, not every day for a month, but once a month. Weight loss, it's kind of like hypnosis, and it is also healing. It's a cleanse. Focus on anything that would contribute to weight gain and stopping you from losing weight. The Talk with the Soul is to help you stay on track. And that's it. You can go to philosophy.com if you'd like to book a reading with me. That is, you can purchase and schedule yourself there. No need to email me after that. Okay. If you purchase a healing from me from jenniferfallah.com, you do have to email me because I'm going to need a first and last name and a picture, or a picture and name of the person or pet you want a healing on. Okay. And that'll do it. That's it for today.
I got to get one of those. I talked to Susan this morning. She's not feeling too well. She's got a disc pain problem, but I believe she is still doing readings, or healings, or whatever she does. She's still doing them. So get in there, get to Jen, and pick them up. All right, let's move to the news segment, such as it is, and let me find. What am I doing? Okay, that's Jen. That's Big Jen. Big Jen. Big Mike, Little Jen.
Okay, first of all, never call me Big Jen. That's a no-no.
Okay. Big Mike, Little Jen. That's what we want. That's a scenario that
it's not good for the self-esteem. We don't do that.
We
don't say the F word, and we don't say big.
Sorry about that. I just meant big on the screen. You know what I meant.
I'm kidding. I
know. Jen's not really that sensitive. All right, let's go through. Let's go through what I have here. I'm trying to think of the right sequence to do this in. All right, let me start by saying I've been asked not to say anything. About the things I've been asked not to say anything about, I've chosen not to say anything about them. I do not fathom how Jen and I can affect this worldwide global event, but apparently I'm told that we can. So we need to be careful about what we say. So the words I'm going to say are carefully chosen. A lot of times I'll post something in the Telegram chat, like Bara chat, which you can join by invite only. Simply go in and ask somebody to invite you, and they can send you the invite link. I've had terrible problems with spam here lately, so we want to avoid that. But people ask me, well, can you tell us if the news you can't talk about is good or bad? And the answer to that is no, I can't. If I could tell, I'm telling you everything I'm allowed to tell you, and I'm told the situation is delicate. So let me tell you what I do know, which is not covered by that. I have a guy on the bond side who is a bond broker waiting for a commission. He is still being told he gets paid Tuesday, tomorrow, and that everything goes on Wednesday. I think that means our appointments start getting scheduled on Wednesday. That's what he's hearing. My other bond guy, who is a historic asset broker, is getting conflicting information. One source told him it's not this week. It's not going down this week. Another source told him, no, it's going down tomorrow on Tuesday, which is what the other guy who doesn't know this guy also said. So I've got two people who don't know each other except through me talking Tuesday. Now, Iraq, this is the part I've got to be careful about. So hopefully I say it correctly and don't get anybody into trouble. Iraq has completed some digital monetary reforms that make it difficult, if not impossible, to maintain a system operating with two different rates. We have the fake artificial program rate of 1310, which has been in place for more than 2 decades now. And then the other is the real actual rate, which has been in place probably since around August 1st, and which they are using to operate in commerce behind the scenes. The changes that have been made in the digital currency laws and the ones that they are in compliance with now in Iraq makes it extremely difficult for them to maintain a 2-rate system for very much longer. It's like swimming upstream. Sooner or later, the stream wins. You get too tired. You can't swim upstream. You're not a salmon returning to spawn. Therefore, you are going to have to give in at some point and go with one public rate, which will be the new rate, the big rate, not the 1310 rate, which is fake, artificial, and programmed. This part is my opinion. This next part, based on other things people are telling me. The one holding it back appears to be Donald Trump. He continues to have negotiations with Iran. He continues to come to agreements with Iran, in which case we are told things then go forward. Things start going forward. Then Iran breaks their agreements, does not comply, and Trump threatens to bomb them out of existence. So then they go back to the table again, and the same thing happens over and over and over in a cycle. Iran keeps playing these games, and Trump keeps not striking them militarily. Now, if there is some sort of public military strike on Iran, then there are two things that will come out of that. One, it will delay the entire process by at least a week. On the other hand, the process will be firmly in motion, and the elimination of Iran as a regional threat will allow things to go forward. So the reality is, I'm told that this can go forward without Iran. And Donald Trump is insisting that Iran be, quote, done before he allows it to go forward. That's what I hear. So that's all I got. That's what I have. I don't know if any of it's true, but that's what I'm being told. Jen, I don't know if that confirms anything you're hearing or if we're still on the same timeline we were on last week, because I'm told the timeline we were on last week was the best timeline. Now, there are other things I can't tell you that make me more optimistic than the report I just gave you, but I can't tell you them. So, Jen, I'm sorry, I can't give you a lot of help here, Jen. I don't have much.
Okay. Good morning. This is Jentel for February 16th, 2026. Not 5, Jen. Interdimensional meditation. 6th level of heaven, Jesus, the apostles, and the archangels. The dress was light blue and white. Please excuse the hair and the color and every. I can't get the color right on this thing, and I'm giving my hair a break from the straightener. So, now, if we were told not to say anything, then we should not say anything. And so it makes sense why I spoke to Jesus this morning, and he told me what he did in the way that he did. I was not given any dates. I was not given any estimation. And that makes sense if word is spreading for everybody to be quiet. Okay? RV News. Jesus said, the tensions abroad are delaying the release of funds to lower tiers. Public release of rates await authorization. That is all he said, and then he showed me a crumpled piece of paper in a man's hand. Then a gold coin. Somebody is holding up a gold coin. And then a man picks up a corded phone and pushes a button. Seriously, hope that's not like a nuclear button. I think that he probably would have told me a little bit more if it was. I really don't see that coming. So don't. I think this is RV news.
Yeah.
Okay. Coming in the news. First one. Release of funds and rate reveal. So it is coming. Now, coming in the news can happen sometime soon in the news in the future. Okay. Second, thunder and lightning storms. Now, I really did see a lot of lightning. Okay, so everybody be careful. Once again, it could be, I think I was like Midwest. So keep an eye on the weather. You know how I'm predicting the weather lately. Could be for me. Third, Trump meets with a leader. Okay, and I saw a slender man with dark hair. I couldn't remember who the guy is. I really, he didn't look that familiar to me. He was in a suit. He had dark hair. He did look Middle Eastern. Okay, but like lighter skinned Middle Eastern. So he was slender with dark hair. The next thing I saw was railroad tracks. I don't know if that is what they're talking about, but like old-fashioned railroad tracks. Another one, a bill passes. So some important bill is going to pass. And then this one, you guys are going to love this. Cloud seeding exposed. So I think they're going to tell us about weather modification. Something's going to happen with that. So anyway, tensions, I told you at the end, they're going to do everything they can to stop this, because as soon as this goes through, they've lost. And I'm talking about dark side. It's still coming. Okay? It's still coming. And that's Jentel for today.
Okay, well, basically we got the same thing. I mean, that this week is still happening. It's still there. I'm sure the red button you saw is the RV button. I mean, what were the first two lines of the Jentel? New rate, public rate, and what was the other thing?
It wasn't a red button, so I feel a little bit better. It was just a button.
A button. Okay, well, that's the RV button. And then it said, new rate in public this week, and geopolitical events are slowing down the process. So that's what people are telling me too, that it's the Iran situation. But it does sound like we're still headed towards a resolution this week. That would be nice. That would be good, because then that lets us go. And coming in the news, like you said, coming in the news does not have a specific time frame, but generally it's within a week or two. And for the most part, they seem like they come true.
We'll see.
So we shall see. A gold coin. Oh, I've only got a silver one, but I'll take it. So silver, gold, either way. So guys, there's reason to remain optimistic on the time frame. I do think a resolution to the Iran thing would be good. Now, the other thing, the bill passes, that's got to be the SAVE Act, don't you think? Because once the bill passes, that we will then have secure elections, then we can have an election.
I have no idea. I haven't been paying attention to that.
Yeah, that's what's been going on, and what
really?
They have is
because I have not paid. I have no idea about that.
They just this weekend got enough votes. They have 50 votes in the Senate to pass the SAVE Act. It's already passed the House. Now they just have to nuke the filibuster, which is something else that needs to be done.
All right. Well, I haven't been watching TV at all. I've been completely focused on the kid's birthday. She's not a kid, but
yeah,
I don't follow that. I don't watch the news. So that's going to be a little bit of confirmation for us on this meditation that there is a bill that is going to pass, because I didn't know there was a bill.
If it passes, then I think we get
I should be paying attention. I'm not.
Right. We get blockchain voting, no mail-in ballots, all paper ballots, all verified IDs. Only American citizens are voting. And when that happens, then that means, I don't know if the good guys, but the Trumpites are in control, are going to win re-election. So that's what that would mean. So then you can proceed forward with, at that point, Jen, when it's like, when the legal hands of power are preserved, or definitely, in play, like we've got control of them, that's when it's safe to go forward with the RV. So that could all happen this week. So the way I look at it, we're still on for this week, which is what I don't
think we're supposed to be putting out estimations of time now.
That's not
especially because I didn't get one.
That's not what I was told. I was told these are the things you can talk about, and you could talk about the things we previously talked about, which was, we were looking at this week, but I'll not say that since you don't like it, so I won't say it. Not very loud anyway. So.
Let's try to fix the color on this thing. I look like dead. My God.
Yeah, it's a little.
I don't know what is wrong with this stupid.
The tint is off. Look at how warm.
Saturation. Let's do a little more color.
Yeah, try that. Usually I can't do it when
that's a little more normal.
A little more normal. Oh
no, that's a lot. I don't know.
You went white again.
See, I keep doing this.
No, that's good. That's better, but it's still a little bit on the green side.
Yeah, thanks for the green comment.
Your hair looks a little, yeah. All right, continue from here. All right, all right. Well, do not forget when
I can kick your ass. I mean, if I was over there, I could totally.
If you were here, if you were here,
yeah, I could take you out.
But you're not here. I can take you out. I didn't say anything. I'm just okay. Try different settings, and I'll tell you.
I need a new computer. I probably should just get one and quit messing around.
If I was over there, we could get this all fixed in about 10 minutes, 5 or 10 minutes. Just
I'm sure.
Camera setup. Okay, so you know what you want to do? You have a camera app. So when you're out of the software and just sitting there with the camera, you can launch the camera app from your search bar, and then you can play around with the colors till it looks better. If you want to do that.
Yeah.
All right. Questions for Jen must include your real name and the name of the person, pet, or entity that you are asking about. And Jen will get on and answer those questions. And I think we will start over on the Rumble side of the house today and get that stuff rolling. Again, folks, I don't know how many times I have to say this. Jen can't really, it's hard for her to make a connection if you don't give us your name. So centering, I don't know if you're going to buy 27 Trails Edge Common. And we don't know when you're going to move in because I don't know who you are. You're centering. Jen, you get anything from centering? Will I purchase 27 Trails Edge Common? When would I move in?
Like,
need a name.
If I can't connect to a person, I can just always ask the angels, but it takes longer. Yes, there's a good possibility for that. Not getting a win.
Okay. Donna says, where will I be on March 10th, 2026? Donna.
These are the ones that take more time because I have to find you. There's a lot of Donnas. Find the Donna and find when you type me that question.
Well, I could show.
No, just be quiet. I'll do it. Hang on.
So mean to me.
Well, I have to be, or you just walk right all over me, is what happens. Yeah.
Donna.
All right. What's date again?
Donna?
Date.
Oh, March 10th, 2026.
I see you sitting at a desk or a table. You're talking to two different people.
Okay. I'm trying to get this set up so we can have you and the... Okay. I am... here's... is there another Donna? No. Another Donna is saying... what is she saying? I'm 67. I had a CT scan 3 months ago. 8.2 millimeter spot on my lung. Had another CT 2 weeks ago. Spot has grown to 1.5 millimeters. PET scan today to see if it's cancer. I started ivermectin and Fenben daily. Will this end bad? Well, we don't know if it will end bad, but...
I'm not going to tell you if it's going to end bad. I don't really get that kind of information. It's not fair. I'm not feeling bad about it. I am feeling positive about it. I think what you're doing is going to help a lot, but you also need to follow doctor's orders. It may be the combination of two things along the way that gets rid of it.
Yep. And Dr. Makis, M-A-K-I-S, who's the most prominent researcher in the Ivan and Fenben thing, says it's in combination with regular treatments that his process works, and you have to make sure you're taking enough, the right percentages of everything. So get a hold of his clinic and work with them. Don't just take Ivan and Fenben and think that you're doing it right. Get doctor's advice. Stacy wants to know how far she will be driving to exchange. She's living in Eastern Tennessee.
Around an hour.
Okay. Another Stacy with an EY says, Jen, thanks for all you do. Houses we're looking at now are off the market. One in Alabama and one in Kentucky. Will I still be able to purchase them?
Kentucky is a no. Alabama They might make a deal.
Okay, Alice or Elise is traveling to South Carolina for a funeral tomorrow. Will everything be fine with the trip?
Sorry. Yes. Get
Cool.
there and back. Okay.
Cool. Leilani wants to know what she'll be doing February 24th at 2 p.m. Leilani. That's oddly specific.
You're making choices. You're choosing something. I don't know if you're choosing from a menu or you're choosing, like, you're talking to somebody and you're telling them your choices. So, I'm not really good at that today. Quit asking me those. I'm kind of not feeling so great.
Yeah. Jenny says, will I be able to put in my resignation before the new hires start? Interesting timing question.
I feel like they're there when you do it.
Okay. Diana wants to know if she's purchasing 5969 West Highland Drive or 16917 South Basalt Drive, both in Coeur d'Alene.
Basalt.
Basalt. Cool. Ray wants to know if his son Trevor will be happy with the amount he receives when selling his Toyota RAV4.
Mm-mm.
He's not going to be
Not.
Robin wants to know how far she will have to drive for her RV appointment. There's nothing around where I live, but I can go to either towards Maryland or Virginia.
I'm getting like an hour and 45 minutes.
Okay. Nikki says, last week you told me Gabriel said I should remain patient. Why doesn't he think I should give up and be done? Will the wait be worth it? Well, yeah, the wait's worth it, Nikki.
You always have a choice. You can always make your own choice. Depends on what you asked me. If he is suggesting something like that, you probably ask me what's the best route to take. Is it just tell her again to be patient?
Tell her again to be patient. We did the Leilani question about where she's going to be on February 24th at 2 p.m., right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It's because it's in both my chats here. Hello, Mike and Jen. My name is Amber. Will me and my family be an M, B, or T? And will I get the house on 16322 East Fairview Street?
One question, please. B.
B. Dragon John says, do you see me getting a house in Lufkin, Texas anytime soon?
No, that's not where it's at. Mm-mm.
Okay. Mary Robertson says, I had carpal tunnel surgery 4 weeks ago. Will the numbness in my thumb and fingers ever go away, or is it coming from the shoulder?
There will be a small spot that is always numb,
Okay.
but the rest of it will return.
Lady Diana says, I loved Robert Duvall. Rest in peace. Did Robert Duvall pass away, the actor? I don't know. He was a
Mm.
marvelous actor. I got I got a message this weekend. I saw the message that a lot of you saw that Nick Pope is in stage 4 cancer and does not expect to be with us much longer. And I called him on Saturday. Jen, do you have something else on that other one?
No, Robert Duvall. Why am I keep picking up that he passed in like 2017? I mean, like that's
He was still
why
alive.
am I getting that?
It's a Mandela effect, but I think not for me though, because I've always thought
Yeah,
he was still alive. But I don't know.
I feel like that's old news, but you know,
Yeah.
quite a few running
I want to
around.
say, I just want to say about Nick Pope. I called Nick on Thursday or so, whenever he put the news out that he was terminal. And he said, I don't want any miracle cures. I did it anyway. I told him ivermectin and Fenben have had great success. He didn't want to hear it. He sounded very weak and resigned. And I don't think Nick has a lot of time left.
Well, that is not good. If the soul decides I'm done, nothing's going to work.
Yeah. So,
If the soul and the conscious mind decides that they're done, nothing's going to work.
Yeah. I tried to get him to try this, but, I knew he would say no, but he said no. And, the last thing I said to him is I said, Nick, I'm not going to say I love you, but I sure like you an awful lot. And that's where I left it. And if those are the last words I speak to him, then Godspeed on your next journey, Nick. So, wonderful guy to drink with. Will be missed. But, Jen, sometimes I think, I think the world's really going to change here. And I think some people are just not comfortable with the changes that are going to happen. So they're not going to stay with us. So I try to look at it philosophically like that. But
Robert Duvall, is it Robert Duvall? Maybe I'm looking at somebody else.
I was looking at Nick Pope, right? But somebody.
No, I know what you're talking about. Yes, I believe that. I'm stuck on this. What movies what was the name of what movies?
Apocalypse Now. I love the smell of napalm in the morning. The Godfather. He was Tom Hagen. Just been in a million classic films. Very talented actor.
Maybe I'm thinking of somebody else.
Bald guy.
Oh.
Here, let me look him up for you.
I think I was looking at somebody else. I was mistaking him for someone else. Because this guy has hair. Or balding on top and short hair, brown hair around the...
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe I'm looking at somebody else.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm stuck on that.
Here, let me show you. That's Robert Duvall.
No, that's not who I was seeing. I screwed it up.
And apparently he did pass away today. So
that's too bad.
Well, he's 95 and
that's a good run.
Had a great career. So and not involved in anything too disgusting or nefarious from what I can tell. Always very quiet about politics. So, all right. Okay. Agent Otter wants to know if anybody has made it to a med bed yet. As far as I know, the answer to that is no. Jen, no?
Like any living human being made it to a med bed, or any RV community people?
Yeah, I think RV community people.
I heard that is classified. So yes.
Okay. Leanne wants to know if her daughter Candace, Candyse, does she realize that her partner Brandon is a narcissist?
Oh, we never do we? Until it's too late, and then we look back. Hindsight is 2020.
And I've often found that
no, she doesn't realize that he's got her completely snowed. Makes her think everything is her fault, and her self-esteem is lowering as we speak. She does come to that conclusion, though, eventually. We all have to walk through our own lessons in life.
A narcissist can also be defined as someone who doesn't do what you want them to do. So, speaking as one. Primetime gal Robin is here. She just says blessings to all. Hello, Robin.
Hi, Robin.
Cater Lake Carissa says, will I be happier keeping Addie, Addie, at her current school next year, or would we be happier changing to Apogee?
I do think that would benefit her changing. Yeah. I think she'd be okay with it.
Getting in a farm says, if we destroyed their nuclear potential, why do we still care about Iran? Number one, because they can rebuild it. Number two, we want the government replaced to one that is not radical, destructive, terrorist government. It's been a zit on the ass of the Middle East for long enough.
Well, is Iran like the only one not participating in the RV?
Well, pretty close to that. And
okay, so if we have places that are not participating in the Sara Jasara, then are we allowing the remaining cabal? I mean, they're totally going to go under if they don't, and it's probably concerned about the people, but that's another part of it. But are we still allowing the remaining cabal, whoever's left, a evil lair to rebuild in?
Yeah, no, I don't.
I mean, wouldn't it be important to try our best to get them on board?
Yeah.
Through whatever means possible.
Right. Get them on board or get rid of them.
For the people.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so that we don't have a continued problem of some kind.
Yep. That's why this seems to be the holdup for the moment. Kathy says, good morning, Mike and Jen. My husband and I are flying to Mexico tomorrow for a week. Just wondering if everything will still go smoothly and without any big delays. That is Kathy tweeting.
Travel in and out is fine. Weather, we got a couple gray or crappy days. Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, Jen, can we pass voter ID in California?
Can we? Sure, go right ahead. Or will they? Let's see. Yeah, it might not be till like May.
Yeah, some of you guys are asking about the scheduled rate release on the 15th. I don't know if it was Jen that said that or not, but I will tell you this: it was scheduled for the 15th. Category.
Yes, it was me. It's in the Jentel, but it could be in the crumpled paper that I saw in the man's hand, and then the waiting for. So they're waiting again. But it sounds like, the way it was shown to me, somebody's standing there with a crumpled paper. Somebody's standing there and picks up a corded phone. Someone is holding a golden coin. So they're like, it's like imminent.
And I'm just going to say it was categorically scheduled for yesterday, the 15th. But there are a couple of days of slop in there too. Christine P wants to know from the state of Georgia, wants to know M or B.
I think that's in the M range.
Stacy for $20 with an IE. Stacy Morton, when do you see me getting a new vehicle?
As of now, and if everything goes well, I heard a week from today.
Cool. Debbie with 1B. Debbie P. Do I have any spirits residing in my 100-year-old home? There's a history of a famous wrestler and the guy that invented the clacker living here. I don't know what clacker means.
The clapper or the clacker?
Clacker. I think that's that thing with the balls that clack. I don't know. Maybe.
That'd be cool if you heard it in the background at times.
Clack.
Clacker. Let me find you. What was the name
there
again?
Any spirits in her 100-year-old?
I don't have a picture. I don't have an address.
Yeah.
What's the name again?
It's
First
Debbie.
name?
Deby. Debbie P.
I got to go to her typing in this question and her location. Found one. I'm sending him home. Just give me a sec. All right. So my guardian angel sent spirits home. So all I have to do is call her in if we find an earthbound. You had an earthbound spirit, not a bad one, in your home. It was a man. He looked like he was dressed from the 80s. He had a light blue button-up shirt on and like slacks, tan, khaki slacks. Balding, gray hair, kind of heavy a little bit. He didn't know where else to go. He did not live in that residence. He found himself there. I think that's what you were picking up on. The energy is not low or dark. It was just sad and confused. So my guardian angel crossed him, and you shouldn't have a problem anymore.
Okay, good. Michelle Wenzel asks, what month and city do you see me moving?
I'm not going to be able to give you the city. That's your choice. I am seeing March. As of now, and if everything goes well,
March.
Strongest possibility on that timeline.
Okay. Linda wants to know what date you see on my offer for the house on 111 King Eider, E-I-D-E-R. Linda.
The date of the offer?
Yeah, I don't know.
It's awfully specific. You guys asked too much of me. Date on the offer. Let's look at the offer. Let's look at the paperwork. $313.
$313. All right. Cindy wants to know if the judge will let them keep paying their mortgage or not go to court. And not go to court, Cindy.
We need to ban somebody. Somebody's like screaming witchcraft at me. Listen, Regina. I don't know what religion you are.
But you're a crap.
But maybe you need to learn about what Jesus did and what he taught his apostles to do. My life is a discipleship. We administer to the people. We cast out the demons. And we perform healings. Administering to the people is asking their questions. If I find a soul that's just why I stopped doing paranormal investigations. They used to send me in to find out what's going on in the home first off. Okay? I kept sending everyone home. Why? Because you have a soul that is in misery and needs to go home. All right? So if anybody ever wants to say that I'm doing witchcraft? I know nothing about that. Witchcraft is the manipulation of earth energies to control outcomes or other people. I don't do that. Jesus Christ is my Lord and Savior. I have been born and raised in the Catholic Church and received the sacraments. We petition the saints, Archangel Michael and Gabriel, and everybody I talk to, and the apostles, all fall into that category. So if you're going to be ignorant, anyone from now on, you're going to get your ass kicked, because I've had it with that.
And Regina, not our Regina, who we love, the other Regina.
No, not my Regina.
Fuck you, Regina.
All right, we don't need to do that. But you know what?
Yes, we do. If they're going to call you a witch, they're going to get a big F you.
Listen, I work with Jesus Christ, and I am at this moment in time going into deep prayer, which we call meditation. And there are meditation rooms in churches, and you are asked, and if you are asked when you sign up to be a Christian, to be a disciple, his apostles, his disciples followed him. They walked the land, and they eventually, those that were worthy and pure of heart, were taught to do the same things that he did. And that is what has been suppressed from us all this time, because of the dark side not wanting you to have all the information or to learn all of his teachings or to do what he actually did. And that is what we are supposed to be doing right now. So anybody that's going to see what I do, healings is performing miracles. Getting the answers is being a clean vehicle for the truth. Okay? And if anybody wants to scream witchcraft at me for what I do, then you must believe that the dark side and that kind of manipulation is stronger than God. And I won't stand for it. I'm done.
Okay.
I've just had it with that. I've had it with that. I'm all so done with that.
Nikki, yeah. Fuck that bitch. Nick Snack, Nikki, N-I-K-I, different Nikki than our normal one. Love you guys. She says, Jen, I was pregnant with my first child in 1992. I had some minor complications at the end of my first trimester. And she wants to know, was I pregnant with twins and did I lose one? She's just curious about that. Back in 1992, what happened?
I read the first part of that because there was something else that formed in there, but it was not a complete vehicle.
Okay.
That it passed with the placenta. You did have one healthy child. Is that what she's saying?
Yeah, she's curious whether she was actually supposed to have twins.
No. There was only one scheduled to enter.
Only one. Okay. Karen, Patriot Nurse, says, this is Karen M. What part of Texas do you see me moving to? And will I be moving alone? Thank you for all you do. Love you lots.
The actual move, I see people going with you, and there is a man there. I just don't know if he's scheduled to stay there with you. I think you get set up alone, but there are people that help you.
Okay. Christine from Georgia says, will we have to sell our current home in the next 6 months to make financial ends meet?
No.
Okay. Firefighter's wife, Debbie, D-I-B-B-I-E-S, Debbie S, says, do my mom or dad who have passed have any messages for me?
You're fine. I think there's something that you've been worrying about lately with yourself, wondering, oh my God, am I okay? I mean, am I going to be okay? You're fine. Stay on this path. You are walking your destined path.
Okay.
Don't get discouraged right before the end. Okay, and I'm not talking about death. I'm talking about the good stuff, okay? You're okay. So that comes through Jesus from them.
Rich wants to know what day of the month he'll get his RV appointment. Let's do it by like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday, Saturday, Sunday, something like that.
Rich wants to know what day they get his RV appointment.
Yeah.
Well, so does everybody.
Well,
That changes depending on the
he didn't
timeline.
say date, he said day. So let's ask him.
What day of the week?
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
It's a Thursday that you go in.
Thursday, Rich. There you go. Nadine, what do I do to eliminate dermatitis on my body?
Oh, God, I don't know. Let's see. I'm seeing an herbal tincture. Look into that. Is a combination of herbs and oils. How's she going to find out? Look it up. It's available to you. All I'm seeing is it's in a little bottle, like a brown bottle, with a little dropper. There's something that you can do that is very effective, and it is known. Look it up.
Okay. Nancy M for $20 says the information you gave me about my visit to my grandparents was right on the money. The huge amount of noise came from a birthday party where we came in the indoor playground. I guess she asked you, what do you see me doing on a certain day?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm really good at that. And sometimes if I have distractions, like I'm not feeling so good, it's hard to see. I'll see like the tunnel vision is smaller on certain days. So
yeah.
I never know what I'm going to get.
Kathy Weber here. Do you see me at my currency appointment close to my home over by Yakima with cousins?
Or in Yakima with cousins?
Yeah, or
I'm just kidding. It's close to home.
Close to home. Okay. Mary Ferranti just wanted to say hello from New Hampshire. Finally able to catch us live as I usually teach line dancing Mondays and Wednesdays.
I want to go and do that with the girls. I haven't, they're like, oh, we need to get, the kids, the girls. Every time we plan to do something, like now Faith and I we're going back to the gym together. She's like, you have to go with, and I'm like, yes, I do have to go. And she's like, but we have to make each other go. So I'm like, okay, we're going to start fighting. But now we have to go get all the gym clothes, right? We got to look cute. And so now, but I wanted to go line dancing with the girls at this country bar we have here. And they're like, well, we have to get the right boots, so we got to get cute jeans, and we got to get all this stuff. And I'm like, can't we just go? Let's just go.
Yeah, have you seen this thing where women are asking for funds up front to do date preparation for first-time blind dates or dates on dating apps? It's like, send me $400 for my hair and makeup and fingernails. And I'm like, this is why men don't date women
How
anymore.
embarrassing.
This is why we don't date you anymore. We're just not doing
no.
Okay.
Me and the girls, we just do that all the time.
Yeah.
But I don't go and get my hair done. I grew up with a salon at my house, at the end of my house.
If you want to have a six-packer,
I've been getting my nails done because that's fun.
If you want to date a guy with a six-packer, you're going to pay for my gym membership. Nicole O says, I have diabetes, and no matter what I do, I can't get my sugars under control. What's wrong with me, and what else should I do? He's saying that you might need to go on medication for a little while for that. That is something you're going to need some medical help with. It does run in the family, so you are more susceptible. I think you need a little intervention there with that. Okay. Prayers are requested for Eileen and Jim. Jim is having open heart surgery tomorrow. That comes from Bara. Well, prayers sent. So, Teddy, Essie, Kat says, will my daughter Lauren find a new job as an RN, and what will it be? Lauren, will she find a new job as an RN?
I really do think it's at the hospital. I just see a lot of people around. It doesn't look like a doctor's office setting. I am in the hospital. There's lines of rooms.
Okay. Lynn says, my daughter and her family are going to Florida. Will they make it back safely? What are their names, Lynn?
Yes. Well.
Okay. Okay, we already did the Nikki question. Primetime Gal Robin says, Jen, please tell me where is the best place to help heal my mic. Las Vegas, Arizona, or Phoenix, or Loma Linda?
Loma Linda.
That's the place to go. Margin call, is there any truth to nearing cataclysmic events involving both the East Coast and Ring of Fire, leaving the U.S. largely reshaped geographically? No!
I sure hope not, because in the last Jentel, I got continental shift, and it scares crap out of me. I've never thought that the California's going to drop off into the ocean. It doesn't make any sense to me, okay? But we always have been a little bit afraid of the big one coming, living down there for 33 years before I moved up here. And it's interesting, though. I felt at some point we needed to move. And my mother always did, too. We never voiced it. And I was talking to her one time, and I said, you know, when I stand on the ocean, I see this big wave coming. And it kind of freaks me out. It's just kind of like for a second, you just kind of see it. And she goes, I said, I've done that my whole life. And she goes, so have I. I'm like, oh my God. So, like, it scares me, but I've really never seen the actual cataclysmic event like that, where I'm totally against that theory. I don't see that at all. It doesn't make any sense to me.
Okay. Thoughts on the Anne Guthrie situation? Personally, I think that she had her mom offed. That's what I think. But that's just what I think.
I don't comment on current investigations.
Mike wants to know MB or T, personal, not project. I don't know why people are asking about being T's. I don't think anybody's going to be a T.
I do.
I don't. Not run-of-the-mill people like us.
I haven't seen what I see.
You're right.
B.
Okay, Arlene would like to know, she has dreams about flying. What does flying mean symbolically?
I should do more dream interpretation because it's one of my favorite subjects. I used to have dreams of flying as a kid. A lot of times it just depends. You're the best person to interpret your own dreams. You have to take a look back at what you felt at the time. What were you flying from? What were you flying because you feel free in your life right now? Or were you trying to escape something in the dream? I was always like, when I was a kid and I had dreams and there was a bad guy, I knew I could just fly. Just start, but then it was like, oh, you're losing altitude and they're going to get you, I would fly away. I used to have dreams of flying all the time. It was like second nature. Just fly away.
I used to have dreams of seeing plane crashes. I was never in the plane crash, but I would observe them. That's dreams. Then those stopped. I don't know what
typically it means that you're trying to escape something that you'd like to escape, probably the waiting. Or whatever your current situation is. But when I was a kid and I had dreams like that, before everybody told me that it wasn't possible, I absolutely knew that it was a very easy thing in that state, just to change everything that you wanted in the dream, just to fly, to leave there, to look and be any way you wanted to be. It's like I knew that as a kid. And then when I'd wake up, I'd be like, oh, yeah, this is me again. Here we are. I feel so heavy.
Yeah.
Is that interesting? And that's basically what Jesus told us. You know, I'm watching this series. It's really good. You guys need to watch it. I'm watching it really slow, and I'm asking questions as we go along. And of course, I know the stories, but I just want to watch it in a way that is simple, okay, and more entertaining. But The Chosen, if you guys have not seen that series, is so good. It's so good. He came and taught us all of these things, and we only got a very small piece of what he taught. And that's what I'm trying to find out for people, is the rest. And it's time to tell the story again. Okay, it's become too corrupted.
05 Gas says, my debit gift card will not work. Are they not accepted? I think that would work on Jen's site. So
for me,
yeah, it's not a problem that I know of, right?
I don't know. I haven't heard of anybody having a problem with that before. It's probably the card. Maybe it's not activated.
Yeah, don't know. Galen wants to know, M or B?
I think it's an M. Somewhere in there.
Okay. J9 Carter 01 just gave us $9.99. Thank you.
Thank you.
Lady Di Official, Jen, do you see me physically moving into my mother's house on March 29th, or is there a delay?
You're moving into how did that happen? I haven't heard that story, woman. That's gotta be a good story.
Excuse me.
Slight delay. I think you're in the beginning, first week of April. That's because of them.
Okay. Janine and Gary. Gary just had a heart attack. When will he retire? Sorry about that.
Sorry. There is a possibility in about a week for him just to walk away. That is the highest and most probable timeline. But, if people at the top change their mind again, we just don't really know. Yeah. Shortly. One way or another, shortly.
Cindy wants to know, when do you see my mom, Evelyn K., going into a med bed?
I'm mid-April.
Okay. There's our friend Frederica. How are you? You said Vincent and I go on a couple's vacation in March. Is it to Cancun or more the Caribbean? Hey, if you go to Cancun, say hi to the Rams and the 49ers for me.
I'm not sure about March right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Even all those Rams players in Cancun. Bernie, New Mexico, 20 pounds. Thank you, Bernie.
Thank you.
MM. Bernie MM. Don't know where MM is. Hey, Jen and Mike. Heather Torrance here. I keep having dreams of mass amounts of snakes around me. What does this mean? It happens 3 nights a week.
That's too many nights a week for that.
For snakes.
Now, psychologically, that could mean that you feel like you are surrounded by snakes, and if you play with snakes, you're going to get bitten. Maybe ask Jesus about this one. You do need a cleanse. Typically, or basically the house. I would go to Marcy Hell.
Yeah.
Tell her that you're having dreams of snakes 3 times a week. She'll know what to do.
She'll know what to do.
Marcy, you can reach her at purplelaw.com.
And then she tells Jennifer, what do you see?
I think you're intuitive. I think you're an empath. I think you can feel dark energy around you, and that is translating in your mind and your dreams as predators or snakes. And when you think of a predator, what's the worst one? Snakes. Yeah. Okay, so it's the energy around you. I'd get the house cleansed.
I hate snakes, Josh. I hate them. And then Jen will grab the reptoids and throw them into a hole. And never to be seen again in this universe. Victoria says, hi, Jen and Mike. Do you see me quitting my job? And when?
Victoria. Do you say you're signing papers, resignation papers? When a month to 6 weeks as of now? Yeah, that's the best I can do on timing right now. It's moving. Timeline is moving.
Ginger Lily says, thanks for both for all you do. You are welcome. It's our pleasure. Allie wants to know when you see her moving out of her sister's place.
Definitely this spring.
Good for you, Allie. Mm-hmm. Jan gives us $2. Thank you, Jan. Kenny S., when will I have my med bed appointment?
You're going to get in about 3 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks after your exchange appointment.
Yeah. JB Westcott. Okay, JB Westcott. When will we get the property in Micanape this month? Micanape.
This month. No, it's in April. Okay. No. It's in April. It's in April. I saw April.
Okay. Josephine for $1.99. Thank you. And Deborah Watson, when will I drive back to California?
3 weeks.
Cool. Okay, that is going to wrap it up for today. Thank you guys for calling in and coming by. Just double checking on a couple things. Elisa, I guess, wants to know, will she be getting employment anytime soon?
If needed, it's about 10 days to 2 weeks.
Okay. That's it? We good?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Thank you guys for being here. Jen and I will see you again on Wednesday on Tell the Truth Wednesday. Hopefully we have some big news on Wednesday. I got my fingers crossed. I'm sure everybody else does too. As of now, scheduled for Toxically Masculine Tuesday tomorrow night. Jen, are you doing a philosophy show tomorrow?
Yes, I am.
Jen is doing philosophy over on what channel, Jen? Jennifer Falah.
Philosophy with Jennifer Falah on Rumble.
Philosophy with Jennifer Falah on Rumble. Okay, that's going to wrap it up. Thank you guys for being here. We do appreciate each and every one of you, and we will see you back here on Wednesday. Don't let the news get you down. There's things happening. Things are in motion. They're still fighting it out. Let's wait and see what happens. Okay, hang in there. See you on Wednesday. Love you guys. Bye.
Bye.